You know, understanding who you are and where you're going creates a whole difference in your lifestyle. Because sometimes when you're dealing with, let's say, strongholds and addiction, well, it's clouding your perspective as to your potential mate because you're dealing with something.
Right.
But once you get freedom as a single person, well, guess what? It changes your perspective. More of God can come in you. And guess what? As more of God can come in you, it discerns. You have a clear picture and you can see better. You're not carrying something like, well, I'm trying to hide this or hide that.
That's so
but
good.
Once it frees you, guess what? It opens up a new perspective. And the goal is, I tell singles, is to become whole. Because I found out once you're whole in your life, if you're whole in your life, you're not wanting anything, you're not lacking anything. Even though the desire is to be married, but being married doesn't make it all.
Amen.
You're not waiting for the event to happen to all of a sudden make your life happen. But to engage life today and become whole in the fullness of God and create balance in that pursuit. Because if you don't, you're going to be picking, you're going to be going to this relationship, that relationship, you're going to be trying this dating service, this internet service.
Talk about
and you're doing all these different things that guess what? It's not the end all that bees all. But once you come into God and really, I say come into a relationship, there's really 5 things. You can tell me if I need to.
No, you're great.
There are 5 things, you know, even if you walk, like, for example, into a store, when you want to find out about a product or something, you look at it and you say, what is this going to do for me? You know, what's the effect? And, you know, if you look at Single Living Free, one of the things that God has really showed me about the book, and I'll tell you 5 things. One is to understand, first of all, that He's your foundation in a relationship. I found that over the course of your religiosity and those things, people get it for the wrong reason, but really giving your heart and truly your heart to God. Because when you're in it for the heart, it gives you a whole different perspective for God, right? 2 is identity. Identity creates who you are in God. As my pastor said, you are who God says you are.
That's right.
And you become what God says that you are. I had an identity that was caught in the corporate world that, you know, if you have a corporate card or ID, you get to certain levels in the corporation where you can get to this door, you can get to that access. But God gives you a whole different identity through His Word. And giving you that identity gives you a whole brand new perspective of where you're going, right?
Yes, it does.
So that's 2. Number 3 is I talk about goals and journaling. These 2 together are powerful, and the goals have to be customized to your life, to your lifestyle. Because as one that is 20 single has a whole different views and issues and problems that arise in their life versus someone that's 40, maybe divorced. Maybe there's 2 households the kids are involved in. Well, single life is going to be different for you. So your goals have to line according to where you are. And it's custom, and that's what I talk about. And journaling, I say effective journaling is also key to that, right? So that's 3. And then balance, which is key, which is 4.
Talk about that.
Executing your goals, you can't just do them randomly. And that's why some people say, yep, I got these things I want to do, and they just go out and do them. God actually shows us in His Word through our great hero, Joshua, when the children of Israel, He takes them over into Jericho. Well, He tells us in Deuteronomy, He says, well, I cannot allow you to take the land all at once. You have to take it little by little because the animals will multiply and they would be too much for you can handle. It's the same example I give in there, but it's the same way we approach goals in our life. Don't just randomly go after them, but succinctly have balance when you go after them. And then the 5th one really is enjoying life.
Amen.
You know, so you have to enjoy life, right? So really is being real with God, having a foundational relationship, creating that identity, and from that identity you can create your goals and your journaling, and then create balance when you execute them, and finally enjoy life. As many people don't enjoy where they are as a single person.
Truth.
And you know what? If you're born now, you're going to be born when you get married. If you have no life now, you have no life when you get married, right?
Yes.
And so you have to engage life. And these are the things that I give in the book that are resources for singles to really take and put in part of their life.
Amen.
Single and living free.